The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Walked 16 miles just to stab her father because she believed he was the devil. Well, was he? What do you think? A 34-year-old Wisconsin woman, Jamie Anderson, is accused of attempting to kill her father following a 16-mile walk to his home. Allegedly, Anderson claimed she hallucinates and believed her father was the devil. As reported by WISC, W-I-S-C, citing a criminal complaint, the incident took place back on July 1st, 2025, while at his Stroughton home in Wisconsin. Anderson's father heard someone knocking at his door. It was his daughter, Jamie Anderson, who had allegedly walked 16 miles from her Madison home. The criminal complaint alleged that Anderson expressed wanting to stop hallucinating and then asked her father for a hug. The man agreed, only for Anderson to allegedly attempt to stab him in the head. While the man asked her if she was on drugs, as per the complaint, the stabbing attempts continued. Eventually, Anderson's father managed to escape by pushing her over a coffee table, as per the document. Then he called 911, and responding officers met him outside his home. Bloodied, the father told the police that his daughter was still inside the home. She actually came here to kill me, the father allegedly told police. Upon entering the residence, police found Anderson walking down some stairs. At the time, she was allegedly holding a bright orange knife. Do they mean like the handle was orange, I guess? Was the whole blade orange? I mean, she dropped the knife when instructed and was arrested. Well, there you go. At that moment, according to the complaint, Anderson allegedly told the officers that she suffers from hallucinations. As a result, she believed that her father was the devil and decided to walk the 16 miles to kill him. She then allegedly admitted to slashing him approximately 4 times. WISC reported that the man had to undergo surgery on his arm and get staples in his head as a result of the alleged attack. Allegedly, the man told police that drugs had cooked his daughter's mind. Jamie Anderson was charged with 1 count of first-degree attempted intentional homicide by use of a dangerous weapon. That would be the knife. With domestic abuse assessments. Her bond was set at $500,000 during an initial court appearance. She has been ordered to have no contact with her father. By the way, if you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, you can reach the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-7233. You can also chat with a representative at thehotline.org or by texting START, that's S-T-A-R-T, to 88788. You know, just in case your daughter shows up at the door with a knife, particularly an orange one, claiming you're the devil, and starts slashing at you. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. When it gets to that point, you're going to need a lot more than a helpline. But nevertheless, you know, there's someone to talk to. But, yeah. You think she's still in the will? Yeah. Oh, well. Maybe he's right, the drugs cooked her brain. Plus, there's the added thing, look, I have hallucinations. Well, she already has the awareness that whatever her visions are or whatever, are not real. So, what's going on here, yeah? So, sure, there's crazy, and then there's really crazy. Although, they'll figure it out. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin. The Mr. Nailsin Show is brought to you by, well, me, Sun King. Yes, that's right. And, of course, you can enjoy my adventures here on the Mr. Nailsin Show rather regularly. But you can also see my adventures in full color within the pages of my comic book, also called, guess what? Sun King. Yes, that's right. You need only head over to indieplanet.com and search for Sun King, and my comic book can be yours. Don't delay. Order a copy today. Smellog's Poop, the super delicious laxative, presents The Adventures of Sun King. Faster than the speed of light, more powerful than an atomic bomb, able to leap the moon in a single bound.
Look! Up in the sky! It's a comet!
It's a UFO!
No! It's Sun King! Yes, Sun King. And who, disguised as mild-mannered tabloid reporter Mark Milktit, fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice. Previously on Sun King, Mark Milktit, who is in reality Sun King, and Bubba Suds, who is in reality the Flea, fastest bugman alive, confronted their fellow reporter Tabloid, who is in reality Dyna Mofo, about him exposing the affair that Sun King has been having with Moon Mage, who is in reality supermodel Zara Zillion, and is married to Joel Journal, secret agent, who is in reality Dr. Spectacular. However, Tab stood his ground, saying it was his job to pursue stories like that, and besides, Sun King should know better than to have an affair with a married woman. Distraught at this, Mark suddenly remembers that he needs to deal with Liam Mazzo, who is in reality Dr. Mausoleum, and what's going on with him? Liam? Hey, Layla, have you seen Liam Mazzo around? I needed to ask him something.
Liam? Oh, no, he left after he turned in his story to Mr. Suckle. I believe he said he wasn't feeling too good.
Green snot! What if he's about to have a mental breakthrough and remember who he truly is?
Oh, man, look at that. Looks like that red storm is getting meaner and redder. Jeez Louise, what the hell's going on out there?
Oh, goodness me, yeah, that storm really is getting nasty out there.
It's worse than that, Mark. According to the wire, the warehouse district is being zapped repeatedly by lightning from this bizarre red storm. I mean, it's just crazy. And a fire has broken out.
Fire? With all this rain?
Well, it's obviously not a normal storm.
Exactly, Layla. When things aren't normal, superheroes show up because they're not exactly normal either. Mark, you and Bubba, get over there to the warehouse district and see what's popping besides just the light.
Yeah, I'm going to go over there and cover it too. They can't cover all the area. That's a large plot of property over there. So I want to get in on this. I'm pretty sure it's got the potential of being a big story, Dick.
Hold on a minute, Tab. You already got a big story, probably the biggest. That footage of Sun King and Moon Mage is hot. You need to get that transmitted as soon as possible before you chase anything else. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, well, looks like the storm knocked the power out. Oh,
Uh-oh.
jeez.
Well, that happens. Dick, looks like I ain't gonna be able to transmit that story no time, nowhere. So, instead of just sitting around waiting for it to come back on, I better get over there and cover that warehouse district story. Like you said, I think it's gonna be big.
Yeah, all right. Point taking time. Head over there.
Green snot! What a stroke of luck! This gives me some time to plan out how to perhaps allow for a certain electrical pulse to erase that footage before it's ever transmitted. Yes, maybe luck's finally on my side. Yeah. Oh, geez, I've got to get to that warehouse district. Lives are at stake. This looks like a chore for Sun King. And now to shed my everyday disguise as... Oh, hey, what the hell?
Mark. Oh, shit. What the hell going on now?
Well, it's obvious. We all had the same idea. We came to the men's room to shed our everyday disguises to become the superheroes we truly are.
Yeah, it's nice that we can agree on something for a change. Oh, man, come on.
Never mind all that. This has now officially become an ASS operation, and as its top founding member, I'll be in charge. Flea, you're on rescue and evacuation duties for any civilians in harm's way. Dyna, Mofo, the lightning will be your priority. See if you can absorb it and weaken its power and threat. Meanwhile, I'll use my stellar speed to change the course of the storm itself. Let's get to it. And soon, Mark Milktit, who is in reality Sun King, flies off along with the Flea, fastest bugman alive, and Dynamofo, the electric-charged wonder, head over to the warehouse district and begin to perform their varied duties. But unbeknownst to them, another familiar face is walking within the same vicinity on the street. A one troubled Liam Mazzo, who is in reality Dr. Mausoleum. Truly, I'm losing my mind. I just can't get any sleep. These thoughts and voices. I'm literally hearing voices whispering to me. And all I can think about are visions of contraptions and technology, the likes of which I could only find here at some of the Rex Rain properties. And, well, I know it's wrong, but in the midst of all the chaos of this bizarre storm, I should be able to sneak in and help myself to some of the elements I'll need for this contraption I keep visualizing in my mind. But even so, I've got to act fast lest I be discovered now that Sun King, the Flea, and Dyna Mofo are here. But I don't think they've seen me. They're too busy dealing with the storm and rescuing the civilians. And now's my chance to sneak in. If this will help end the torment of these voices, I'll do anything to end that now. I've got to hurry.
Okay, guys, I searched every nook and cranny of the entire several blocks of this district. I've got everybody out. Should be safe to, do whatever you're gonna do.
Unfortunately, despite the counterforce that I'm producing with my stellar speed, I'm unable to have any effect on this strange red storm. It just defies the laws of physics.
Well, why don't you just take a breather, Sun King, and let the expert of lightning take over?
All right, you don't have to gloat about it. Oh, man! Oh, man! Yeah, this is some weird lightning. Oh, it's resisting me. When I think I can get it. Oh, man! Oh,
damn it, Dynamo, folks. Stop your bitching.
Oh, no. Don't be a pussy. Shit. You take that punishment like a superhero.
Jeez, it looks painful.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Fuck you. I don't need you coaching me like that. God damn. You house-wrecking pieces. Oh, Jesus. Oh, of course. Oh,
Okay. I got it. I think I got all the energy.
Well, don't just stand there whining, Mofo. You've got to leap up into orbit and release that energy. That's usually what I do when I absorb painful energy.
Yeah, but it's all I can do just to contain it. I can barely even stand up and walk. And, oh, God, the pain.
Oh, dear. Does it hurt? Oh, that's too bad.
Come on, Sun King.
Oh,
jeez.
Anyone need my help?
Huh? Joe, Dr. Spectacular.
Dr. Spectacular? What are you doing here?
The same reason you're here, Sun King. It's what we superheroes do, right? We go in the face of danger, put it into trouble and all that.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
What's wrong with, Dyna Mofo?
Well, he absorbed the lightning of the red storm into himself, but apparently it's really painful.
That's right. I told him he needs to release it out in orbit so it won't be a danger down here. But he says he's hurting too bad to get up in the sky. It's always something.
Well, couldn't you just fly him up there yourself, Sun King?
Well, yeah, I'll get to it eventually, but there could be some danger down here, so I want to make sure everything's fine before I take off into it.
Well, you know what, Sun King, I could use my Spectron to create a plasma energy bubble and carry Dyna Mofo into orbit for him to release that energy while you and Flea make sure everything's secure in this seemingly completely empty warehouse district.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Have at it.
All right. Hang on, Dyna Mofo. We're going into orbit.
Oh, man. Damn it, Sun King. I know Tab was being an asshole about everything, but you went a little overboard with this.
Perhaps you're right, Flea, in a certain amount of principle here. However, if he had been doing his job as Dyna Mofo, he could have absorbed that lightning in the first place instead of wasting time taking video of me and Moon Mage.
Well, again, he was an asshole about the whole deal, but, it looked like he was starting to bleed from his nose.
Oh, Well, whatever. Let's make sure the area is secure and all that.
Oh, I did. There weren't a whole lot of injuries. Nothing really significant. A few scrapes and that. But other than that, everything was pretty much fine. Even the property's not beyond repair. It's just everyone seemed okay except for, poor Liam.
Liam Mazzo?
Yeah, it's weird seeing him here. I heard he was feeling sick and took the day off, but there he was. I don't know, like digging through the dumpster outside of one of the Rex Rain properties. I don't know what he was doing, but, well, he got in his car and drove off.
Green snot! I've got to act fast. I may only have seconds to lose.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Sun King doesn't answer as he leaps once again into the skies, heading for the apartment of one Liam Mazzo, who is in reality Dr. Mausoleum. And we find Liam Mazzo, who is in reality Dr. Mausoleum, in the middle of his living room in his tiny apartment, putting together a bizarre and strange-looking contraption.
There, it's complete. I don't know how I know this, but I realize that this lever will activate whatever this is if it'll just stop the pain and the constant voices. I know it seems so totally wrong, and yet I can't prevent myself from activating this bizarre contraption I've created. I can't fight it anymore.
Suddenly, Sun King smashes through the window. Liam, stop whatever you're doing!
Oh my God, Sun King, what are you doing here?
But as Liam Mazzo, who is in reality Dr. Mausoleum, asks Sun King his question, and before Sun King can answer, he throws the switch of his strange contraption. And in a bright burst of energy, Sun King and Liam Mazzo, who is in reality Dr. Mausoleum, disappear in said flash to be replaced by several other figures who suddenly take form.
Ah, yes, success. Finally success. And once again, we're free. Free to conquer.
Indeed, Lord Vegas. A pity about Dr. Mausoleum, though.
True, Sepulchre. But his sacrifice was necessary, because the teleportation device that we psychically ordered him to create results in a swapping of the individuals involved, and so he must take our place back in the imprisonment of the wall in orbit of Olympicus. However, the bonus here is that Sun King himself must also take our place in that dire prison that we are now free from, free to conquer his adopted world and begin its new reign of sarcophagus.
Oh no, Sarcophagus has returned to Earth. But what happened to Sun King? And what's to become of the Earth in his absence? Perhaps we'll find out in the next exciting episode of Sun King. The Adventures of Sun King is a Nailsin production. All characters and stories are written and performed by me, Douglas Nelson, with music by Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Prisoner beat cellmate to death after imagining she used her toothbrush to clean the toilet. Now, look, an argument can be made. That's pretty nasty. Enough of a rage to kill. But you might want to make sure it actually happened, you know. So there we go. A woman incarcerated at a Wisconsin prison has been handed a life sentence without the chance of parole for beating her cellmate to death 2 years ago. Taylor Sanchez, 29, pled no contest last month to killing her cellmate, 68-year-old Cindy Schultz. Judas or Jude? I don't know. At the Takeda Correctional Institution. Judge Trissa Walker called the attack wholly vicious as she sentenced Sanchez on Monday. No contest plea indicated Sanchez would not fight the charges, but would not admit fault either. Well, the Independent has contacted Sanchez's public defender, Michael Queensland, for comment. And did he respond? I guess not. Anyway, prison staff found Schultz Judas dead in her cell, surrounded by a pool of blood in July 2023. Sanchez, who was the only other person in the cell, informed police she was hearing voices that told her to kill Schultz Judas, according to court documents. Sanchez later called her mother, explaining she thought Schultz Judas used her toothbrush to clean the toilet. See, that's why she's pleading no contest. All right, I'm not going to fight this, but you know, I was in the right here. I like keeping my teeth clean, and you can't do that when it's been scrubbing a toilet. I stopped taking my meds and I started hearing voices again, Sanchez said. Well, that's what happens when you stop taking your meds. I thought she was using my toothbrush to scrub the toilet. I thought she was using my stuff to wipe the floor with, and I thought she was messing with me. Well, how big is this cell? The two of you are there all the time. How's she going to, trick you? If she was doing this, she'd have done it right in front of you, you stupid idiot. Meds. Schultz Judas suffered skull fractures, too numerous to count. I guess they stopped at, 100 or whatever. She also sustained 34 rib fractures, bruises, and other. Good Lord, this girl beat the living crap. Well, yeah, beat her to death. So Sanchez changed her plea on June 30th after originally pleading not guilty due to insanity. She was originally serving a 2-year sentence for battery in Kenosha. Boy, that victim got off easy, huh? Because she was going to get out, in 2 years. And now, well, for Cindy's sacrifice, she'll never get out, Every victim matters, regardless of their status or if they're serving a criminal sentence. Fond du Lac County District Attorney Eric Toney said in a statement, this defendant brutally murdered her cellmate and created dangerous risks for other inmates and correctional officers. That's another thing. I guess she's going to serve out her life sentence in solitary because she'll murder her cellmate, We will continue to protect our correctional officers and all those within our community, regardless of where they reside. We hope this sentence sends a strong message to inmates that there are consequences for committing crimes in our prisons. The whole point of going to prison is to stop committing crimes. Why can't you guys get that? She's been through hell, and then it ended like that. She was serving a life sentence. Oh. So what did she do to get that? I'm guessing she killed somebody. Oh, boy. So anyway, Schultz Judas was, here we go, convicted in 2021 of being party to first-degree intentional homicide and resisting or obstructing an officer. These charges came in connection with the 2006 fatal shooting of her husband, Kenneth Judas. She was sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole and diddy-diddy-do. And then Taylor showed up and upgraded her sentence to death, I guess. Prosecutors said Schultz Judas found her husband dead the morning after he was shot. She told police she was sleeping in a camper outside their home and went inside the house to check on him, thinking he overslept and was late for work. Prosecutors argued she was motivated by money, citing her husband's insurance policies that totaled more than $900,000. Well, look where that got you. Yeah. Locked up with some crazy bitch who became convinced you were cleaning your shared toilet with her toothbrush. But, she wanted the $900,000, so she took a chance. She gambled. She lost.
Just your meat to take a walk down the street while killers be killing and killing and killing and killing. Nailsin news.
The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.
Where all the money go? Ain't nobody gonna know. Do you trust your meat to take a walk down the street while killers be killing and killing and killing and killing? Nailsin news.
Hey, what What the hell?
Mark.
Oh, shit.